Hello, I'd like to speak to Jenny Gardner, please.
Oh, Jenny is not in. Are you the lady she worked for?
No, this is just a friend.
Oh, what is your name?
This is Silver Kane, Erica Kane's sister.
Oh, listen, very bad news. Jenny had to leave town.
What happened?
Well, you know her friend, Jessie?
Yeah. You mean the boy I saw in her apartment?
Yes, the police came and arrested him.
Oh, my goodness. Whatever for?
Well, something he didn't do, so they took him to Pine Valley.
Is that where Jenny went?
Yes, she had to go there and help him. Jenny, Jessie, he's in very, very bad trouble.
Oh, what a shame. I'm really so sorry to hear that.
So, you all set for your trip to Willow Lake?
Yep, all set, and I took your advice. I'm all prepared and no chance of getting pregnant.
Well, that's the only smart thing to do.
Okay.
Hey, Greg.
What? Oh, Greg, I'm all ready to go. I got my suitcase in the car.
Well, I'm not.
What's wrong?
I can't believe how stupid I was. But I didn't think they were so strict about the parking rules at my dorm. I just got my car towed away.
Oh, no. Well, now what?
Well, I gotta go down to the police station and give them some money before I can get it back.
Excuse me, do you know what time this train gets into Pine Valley?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Are you sure?
I make this trip often, and we've been on time every stop.
Oh, good, thanks.
Maybe you can relax now. You've been on the edge of your seat the whole way.
Oh, I'm just real anxious to get back.
Well, I'm sure whoever is waiting for you is too.
No one's expecting me.
Well, maybe I can drop you somewhere. I keep my car at the station. What part of town are you in?
Oh, well, actually, I have to go down to the police station. Is that out of your way?
Not at all. In a real hurry to get there, aren't you?
Yeah. I just hope I'm in time.
Dr. Martin.
Hi, Estelle. You all just going to work now?
No, I work this afternoon.
Good. You'll be able to join us for dinner. Huh? Listen, have you seen my wife around?
She's in the kitchen.
Uh-huh. Well, I think I'll go out and investigate, see what she's doing. Excuse me.
Hello?
Oh, Estelle, is that you?
Oh, yeah, just a minute. It's okay, it's for me. So what's on your mind, Rick?
You, of course.
Come on.
Well, no, I was hoping that I could take you to dinner tonight. And I got something kind of special in mind.
Really? Is it just me or me and Emily Ann?
Well, this place that I'm thinking of doesn't exactly cater to the wee folks.
Well, I thought you were going to have dinner with your folks tonight.
Well, I was, but my mom called and she canceled out because she wasn't feeling too good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's no big deal. It's not serious. She just has a little cold. But I'll tell you what. What I was thinking of doing was a customer of mine told me about this place out on the old Mill Road called Mill Creek Inn. You ever been there?
No.
Well, it's this wonderful place, this really romantic old inn, and they got this wonderful food and big old fireplace right in front of the tables.
Oh, it sounds so nice.
Are we on then? Is there any problem with Emily Ann or what?
I don't think so. I mean, everybody's going to be here tonight.
Great. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Me too, Rick.
You know, I've been walking around on these little clouds ever since you said that you love me. You did say that, didn't you? I didn't dream it?
No, it wasn't a dream.
I'm on my way. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. I'll see you. Hi, Benny.
Hi, Stella. Look, I hope you don't mind, but I got a lift over here, so I came over without calling you.
Did you come by to see Emily Ann?
No, actually, I came by to ask you out tonight.
Oh, well,
I know you work the lunch shift, see, so I figured you were free.
For what?
I want you to go to a Gamblers Anonymous meeting with me. Would you please? It would mean a lot to me, Stella, have you come along with me.
Thank heavens you're here. I'm in the most terrible bind.
Please come in, Miss Ollinger. What's wrong?
Well, I don't think I have ever been more annoyed in my entire life. I mean, after all I did for her, the opportunity I gave to her when she hadn't had any experience.
Who are you talking about?
Jenny Gardner. Don't you know what she's done?
No, I just know you hired her to be one of your models.
Yes, after your sister recommended her. Now she's put me in this ridiculous spot.
What happened?
Well, Jenny simply disappeared. And I have a fashion show tomorrow.
Oh, well, couldn't you get some of your other models to double up?
No, it's not possible. The stuff that Jenny was going to wear is all my youth things. I mean, those clothes are going to look absurd on the other girls. Oh, well, that's why I came.
Oh, you wanted to ask Erica to fill in for you.
No, I wouldn't dream of asking Erica.
Oh, then you wanted her to recommend someone else?
No, I wanted you.
Me?
Yes, of course. I mean, you'd be absolutely perfect. I mean, you're every bit as pretty as Jenny. And you have that same youthful look. I really don't understand why Erica keeps you hidden away here as her girl Friday.
Oh, well, gosh, Miss Ollinger, look at my hair. I just don't know what to do with it.
Well, for heaven's sakes, why would you worry about that? I mean, we have hairdressers to take care of the models.
Oh, you really think I could do it?
Well, yes, I absolutely do. You're an absolute natural.
Oh, Miss Ollinger, I just never even dreamed you'd notice me.
Well, what could I do? I mean, I had to go along with Erica and give her protege a chance. But, I mean, now that she's pulled this stunt, I hardly think I'm still obligated, do you? And to be perfectly frank, I really would prefer you over Jenny.
Well, then you'll talk to her?
Well, certainly I will. I mean, really, she can't keep you stuck away here. I mean, when you do have a chance for a career as a model.
Oh, Miss Ollinger, you've made me so happy.
Well, good. Then you are interested.
Oh, yes. It's not that far-fetched. It could happen that way. And I bet it will, too. Now that that little Jenny is out of the way.
Well, Greg, you can't do that.
I have to.
But it'll take forever, and I mean, we should really be on the road now to go up to Willow Lake.
Well, I'm sorry, that just can't be done. The police have got my car, and I've got to pay the fine and the towing charge before I can get it back.
But Daddy's going to be waiting up there for hours.
We'll just have to call him and tell him what happened. There's nothing else to do.
Well, we could use my car.
Well, what about mine?
We could just pick it up after the weekend, and we can leave now.
I'm not leaving my car in police custody all weekend.
They're not going to do anything to it, Greg.
The fine goes up every day, Einstein.
Oh, wait a minute, Mandy. You don't have a date tonight, do you?
Oh, I haven't given up hope. I mean, the night's still young.
Oh, I'm serious. You could pick up Greg's car, and that way we could leave now.
No, I don't want to put Amanda through all that.
Come on. She's my best friend in the entire world. If you can't do me this favor after everything that I've done for you,
don't bother to twist her arm.
It's okay, Greg. I'll do it.
Okay, great. Okay, that means we can go. Go.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I got to give her some money in the registration. Mandy, I really appreciate this. Thank you.
Okay, let's go, Jesse.
Where are we going?
You've got a visitor.
They ain't a millionth of an inch off.
All right. The electrician still here?
Mean your boyfriend?
No, I mean the electrician, Ray. Did he finish putting that cable in the other room or not?
Now, how would I know? He didn't give me no report on what he done. He just split.
Well, perhaps he left a message for me.
You mean about meeting you for a little rendezvous later on? No, he never somehow mentioned that.
Don't get smart, Ray.
What's the matter, Opie? You two getting it on?
No, we are not getting it on, and if we were, I wouldn't tell you. You just keep your nose out of my business.
Well, you can't blame me for being jealous. I mean, I still got a warm spot for you, Opal. After all, we had them 2 kids together.
Yeah, well, like you did for those kids. I was the one who raised them.
But that don't mean I don't care about my young'uns, Opal.
Well, then what'd you beat them up for every chance you got? That really showed them how much you loved them, Ray.
Opal, I have changed my ways. I seen all them evil things I done, and I put it behind me. I'm a new man.
You're just the same sleaze you always were. I have no use for you, and neither do your kids.
That ain't true. My Jenny come to see me in prison.
Yeah, because you want to see what kind of a monster her father was.
Oh, well, you don't ever stop loving your own blood. And I'd like to know where my kids are, if they're all right.
They are fine, Ray, as long as they don't have to see you.
You heard from them?
No, I haven't heard from Tad. Heaven knows where he is.
What about Jenny?
Jenny is fine. She's in California, where she ran off to out of the shame when she found out what you did to Ruth Martin.
Because you went and spilled it to her.
I didn't say nothing to her. I told her you were dead. Think I wanted to know that her daddy's a rapist?
I have paid for that crime, Opal, but you ain't never going to let me forget it, are you?
No, Ray, because I cannot forget it, and your daughter can't forget it, and your son cannot forget it. Your entire family will live under the shadow of what you did for the rest of our lives.
He must be there. That's where they said they were taking him.
Yes, I can't be giving out a lot of information over the phone.
But he's my roommate. I'm the only friend he has in this town. I've got to help him.
What did you say your name was?
My name's Jenny Gardner. My landlady, Mrs. Gonzalez, she was here when they took him away.
Yeah, I see he's got your name down here as a person of contact. Okay, they took him down to the courthouse on Center Street.
Courthouse? Why did they take him to court so soon?
Come on, lady. I don't have time for all this. You want to know more, then go down there and find out for yourself.
Okay, where is it?
Go court, down by City Hall.
Okay, can you make this charge?
Look, lady, that's all I can tell you. Now, I got other things to do. Goodbye.
Oh, Mrs. Gonzalez, I'm so scared.
So do I. It's terrible.
I don't understand. Who would do this to Jesse?
Here's the charge sheet, Jesse. Assault with attempt to rape, violating probation.
Oh, man, I can't believe she would do this.
Yeah, well, there it is.
I didn't do none of this stuff. You know, maybe jump into probation, that stuff is true, but...
You didn't try to rape her?
No, hell no, that's a lie. The whole thing's a lie.
What did happen?
Oh, man, we was this girl, right? She was giving a friend of mine a hard time, right? And we was arguing, and she gets mad, and she smacks me in the face. So I just knock her down, right? That's all. Next thing you know, she's yelling about how she's gonna get even with me and everything. So I split town. I mean, I knew she was gonna cause some kind of trouble, but I didn't think she would go this far, you know what I'm saying?
Running away didn't help matters.
Oh, come on, look. You don't know this girl. She's out for my blood.
Okay, well, listen, whether you're innocent or not.
Hey, look, I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I wouldn't do that to nobody.
Okay, calm down. Listen, you got two choices. One, you can stay here and fight extradition, which could be a long, dragged-out process.
You mean I have to be locked up all that time?
Unless you can raise the bail.
How much?
$200 at the very least.
Oh, man, I ain't got that kind of money.
Well, then you got to stay locked up, which could be not a very pleasant prospect considering how overcrowded our jails are.
Yeah. I get the picture.
You don't have any friends who can help?
The only friend I got ain't got no more money than I do. I wouldn't ask her anyway.
Well, then your only other option is to waive extradition. Go back to Pine Valley, face the charges.
You mean like right now?
As soon as the judge gave the order, they'll send you back.
I have to go on trial and everything?
Face your accuser and prove her wrong if you can.
Yeah, right. That's the catch. If I can. It's gonna be her word against mine.
It's your choice, Jesse.
That's some choice. If I stay here, I get sent to jail. I end up going back there anyway.
That's it.
Might as well just go on back and get it over with, right?
We check.
Come on.
Yes, I know, darling. Yeah.
Hi.
Steve. No, this really calls for a celebration.
Thank you.
And some pizzazz here. There we go. Well, Nina, to you. Congratulations on your new acquisition.
Father, thank you.
And to you, Steve, you really brought Delta Computers into the fold despite all those obstacles.
Well, I'm just glad I could be of some help. Now, here's to the continuing growth of Cortland Computers.
Right.
I'll toast
Cheers.
to that.
Well, Steve, I'm really very, very proud of you. I'm not taking anything away from your part in it, Nina.
Oh, Father, believe me, I realized that if Steve hadn't have been there probably would have been no deal.
Well, all the same, I'm sure it was a very good experience for you. I'm sure it was a good learning time for you. And Steve, I'd like to do something for you just to, well, show my appreciation.
Oh, come on. I was just doing my job. As a matter of fact, Nina replaced that ratty old briefcase of mine. Take a look at that, will you?
Well. My, what a handsome present.
It's no big deal. I certainly didn't mean to put down your old case, Steve.
Well,
I know. It's certainly an improvement.
It's one of the most beautiful cases I've ever seen.
Well, you taught me that, Father. You said if I was ever going to do something, I might as well do it right. Steve wouldn't let me take him to lunch in San Francisco, so I just put the money in the case. That's all there is to it.
Well, I was just saying it was a love. I didn't mean to embarrass you.
I'm not embarrassed, Father. I think that you might be embarrassing Steve, though.
Look, and let me have this. I'm going to take it back. It's mine, and I'm very proud of it, and you're not going to get it back.
Well, you just used that in good health. See, now, how about the two of you staying to dinner?
I'm sorry I can't. I have to get home.
Oh, I'm sure Cliff won't get home for quite some time. Why don't you call him?
Well, I would rather not.
Well, I'd like to hear about some of the negotiations in San Francisco.
But now that I'm back in town, my family is my first priority. Now, I really do have to be going. Steve, thank you very much for all your help.
My pleasure, Nina.
There's no need for you to rush off like this.
I want to see my son, Father, and also I want to get home before Cliff gets home. So, listen, give Donna my love, okay?
Yes, of course. Sloan driving you.
Is that all right?
Of course it is.
All right. Again, Steve, thank you.
You bet.
Goodbye.
I've seldom seen Nina so nervous. Does she have any problem that you're aware of?
Miss Gardner?
Yeah. Mrs. Matthews?
Yes, that's right. So you wanted to see me?
Yes. They told me that you've been appointed as Jesse Hubbard's legal advisor.
That's right.
Well, I'm Jesse's best friend.
Oh, excuse me. Could I sit here and talk with this young lady?
Jessie?
She's been taken back to Pine Valley.
Pine Valley?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, why is everything happening so fast? What, doesn't he get a trial or a hearing or something?
No, he's had his hearing, and since he chose extradition, but since he waived extradition, the judge remanded him to the custody police force.
Wasn't he accused of doing something here in New York?
Oh, no. The charges originated in Pine Valley.
But look, that's impossible. Jesse hasn't even been there for months. He's been here in New York.
Oh, I have the papers right here. Evidently, it happened before he left Pine Valley. That's right. Assault with attempt to rape, as well as breaking probation.
What? No.
Okay, thank you.
That's not true. Jesse would never try to rape anybody. Never.
Well, I hope he can prove it.
Who made that charge?
Miss Liza Colby? Oh, excuse me.
All My Children will continue in a moment.
Probably tired. Remember, it's 3 hours later for the two of us.
No, I don't think that's it. May I?
Oh, yeah. Love some.
There you go.
Great. Thank
No,
you.
I'm not imagining things. Believe me, I've never seen Nina so nervous.
Well, I think with all the negotiating, and after all, it's kind of her first, trial by fire, so to speak.
But it seemed to be kind of directed towards you as though there was something going on between the two of you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're saying.
Well, towards you, the lunch and the gifts.
A way of showing her appreciation.
Yes, perhaps, but considering how opposed she was to my sending you out there in the first place...
Look, Mr. Cortland, what are you getting at?
Oh, well, suppose you tell me. I mean, why should my daughter be so defensive about her show of appreciation, that as you call it?
Well, maybe she was just afraid of you taking it the wrong way.
Am I?
I would say so, yeah.
Now, Steve, I've always thought you were a very straightforward person.
Because I always have been, that's why.
Why aren't you leveling with me now,
Look, Mr. Cortland, I am very aware of Nina's former hostility toward me. But in San Francisco, when the chips were down, you were the one that she wanted to come to her aid, not me.
Precisely. Then how do you explain this sudden turnaround?
Steve?
What?
Oh, it was your voice I heard. Welcome back.
How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
Oh,
good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Hey, listen, Palmer told me how you pulled off that deal in California. Brilliant. Congratulations.
Just doing my job, that's
Oh,
all.
now, don't be modest. I hear you saved the day. How about staying for dinner with us, huh? We've got plenty of food, got a new shipment of wine.
I've already extended the invitation.
Which I really appreciate, but I'll tell you, I'm tired. It's been a long, long day.
Well, we don't mind if you eat and run, right, darling?
No, of course not.
Well, I'll tell you, I'd like to. It's very nice of you, but I'd like to take a rain check, all right?
Oh, okay. Anytime. Oh, it's good to see you.
You too.
I'm going to go up and change for dinner, okay, darling?
Yes, you go ahead.
Okay. We'll see you soon, Steve.
Okay. Watch it. Nice to see you, Mrs. Cortland. Well, I better be going, Mr. Cortland. I don't want to hold you up.
Just a minute, Steve. We haven't...
All right. What would you like for me to say?
Well, I'd like you to tell me the truth. Just what exactly happened out there in San Francisco?
Nothing happened.
Come on, you expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do. Because what happened between Nina and me happened right here in Pine Valley.
Really? What was that?
A kiss. A simple little kiss. It was on the day of your picnic, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm. You care to explain that?
Well, it was something that was very unplanned. It was unpremeditated. It was a wonderful day. It was a terrific party. I'd come into the office here, into my office. I was going to make a telephone call, and, well, Nina came in. She didn't know I was there. She was very upset.
Upset? What about?
Well, she'd had words with her husband about him being late to the party or something, and... Well, she saw me sitting there. She got very angry because she thought I'd been eavesdropping.
Hmm.
And I don't know. I looked at her. I was just suddenly very attracted to her, and I wanted to kiss her. So I grabbed her and I kissed her. It was a very sudden, rash, impulsive act.
Yes. Of course, she resented that, hmm?
Well, I didn't mean to offend her, and I told her that, and I told her it wouldn't happen again, and it hasn't happened again.
Well, it's pretty clear why she's been trying to avoid you.
Look, Mr. Cortland, Nina is a very attractive... I shouldn't have kissed her. It's up to you.
Don't be...
That's exactly... It was one of those things.
Yes, but obviously it was more than just one of those things to Nina. That's why she chose to go on this trip alone, right?
I think that she thought it was better, yeah.
Because she was afraid of being alone with you.
I just think that she felt the less that we had to do with one another, the better.
Ha-ha. You see, I'm right. She's attracted to you, and she's trying to fight it.
Look, Nina is a very happily married woman. And that marriage means everything to her.
Yes, yes, she married very young, too. And she married the first and only man in her life, and perhaps that's why she had that reaction, because she's so inexperienced with, well, the opposite sex.
I didn't intend to take advantage of her. Believe me, I didn't.
No, of course you didn't, Steve. And, you know, I'm to blame, great part of it. Well, I've raised her in such a sheltered atmosphere. Perhaps my daughter has suddenly realized that by marrying that dolt of a husband, well, she missed the boat.
Cliff?
Nina.
Hi.
Hello. Oh, it's good to see you. When'd you get home?
A couple of minutes ago. Where is Bobby?
Well, Mrs. Gurney thought you were taking a later flight, so she took him over to her sister's in Landview.
Well, then I'll have to give him his present later. But in the meantime, I can give you yours.
Well, hold on. When did you find time to do this?
I made time. You didn't expect me to come home empty-handed, did you? Happy homecoming.
Should have gotten you something, shouldn't I?
No. Honey, believe me, just having you here is enough. Come on, open it, open it.
Okay. Looks pretty impressive already.
Well, I did find a rather nice shop.
I bet you did. Oh, my gosh. Look at this.
You like it?
That's what I like? No, I'd rather have my raggedy terry cloth. Look at this. My goodness.
I thought it looked like you. Come on, here, try it on.
Yeah.
Let's see if it fits.
Yeah, well, if you don't know my size by now, you'll never know. Ugh. Oh, this feels like $1 million, which is probably what you paid for it. Look at this.
Very, very nice on you.
It's perfect.
A very sexy husband.
Well, who wouldn't look sexy in this? You spend a lot of money on this.
Oh, but you're worth it. Because you're the most wonderful husband in the world.
When you're such a love.
Let's go to bed.
Now?
Uh-huh. I want him to close.
Well, Nina, there's nothing more I'd rather do, but Mrs. Gurney and Bobby are coming home now.
But they won't be home for a while. Come on, I want you so much. Did I shock you?
Best shock a man ever had.
You don't think of me as some floozy, do you?
Are you kidding?
Nina Cortland's always so prim and proper in bed.
Nina Cortland was never prim and proper in bed.
Oh, but I was never aggressive either.
I like it.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you miss me?
Oh, did I miss you? Oh, boy.
I'm embarrassed.
Don't be.
I just never really realized how much I do love you.
All this from a few days away?
Sometimes that's what it takes, isn't it?
I don't think I could love you anymore if I tried. I really don't. That's Mrs. Gurney and Bobby. You bring Bobby to see his mommy.
Oh, good. Wear your new robe?
You betcha. See if it affects Mrs. Gurney the same way it affected you.
Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Opal, I can't. I know, Ruth, I wanted to be the one to come and tell you about it, though.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why would you hire that man?
Because I had to, Ruth.
You mean that he threatened you?
No, that's not what I meant.
Well, then what was it? There must have been some reason that you hired him.
Well, as a matter of fact, I felt sort of sorry for him.
You what?
I know it sounds hard to believe, Ruth.
He's a ruthless...
No, I know I was, but that doesn't change the fact that the man used to be my husband once, and he is the father of my 2 kids.
I cannot believe that you're saying this.
And I was the one that got him fired from his job over at the Gold Post. I feel guilty about that now.
Guilty? Oh, well, he deserves to be fired. I mean, Tom was a fool to have hired him in the first place.
I know, but Ray is determined to stay in Pine Valley, Ruth, and so I figured that at least if he was working for me, I could keep an eye on him.
Opal, I don't buy that. There is something that you aren't telling me.
Ruth, listen to me. From the moment Ray came to this town, I was trying to get him run out of it, okay? I got him fired from his job. I called his parole officer on 2 separate occasions. You know what these people say to me? They say, give an ex-convict another chance. All right, I'm going to play it their way. I will give this guy one more chance, but I promise you, Ruth, if he steps out of line so much as 1 inch, I will send him back to jail so fast he'll make his head spin.
There is not a decent person in this town who will set foot into your place.
I know there are going to be a certain number of people that feel that way, but... Ruth, they released him from prison for some reason. Perhaps he learned his lesson.
Oh, come on. You don't believe that any more than I do.
I have to believe it. Don't you understand? And I'm hoping that you're going to help me persuade Phoebe Wallingford to believe it.
Phoebe? Why?
Because she could ruin me, Ruth.
Oh, come on, Opal. You are ruining yourself.
Oh, please, won't you help me make her understand?
Understand what? That thanks to you, he's going to be a permanent fixture in this town?
No, to understand that I have an obligation to my 2 children. Ray's their daddy. He has heaped a terrible reputation on their heads.
Oh, come off it, Opal. I have no intention of speaking to Phoebe, or to anybody else for that matter. And as for them being your children, you just remember that Tad is legally my son. And he is the last person on this earth who would give that man another chance.
Ruth, please don't turn on me like this. Please help me.
Opal, you are the one who has turned. I'm sorry for whatever it is that Ray Gardner's holding over your head to have made you do this. There's one place that Ray Gardner belongs. It's behind bars.
Ruth, you got to understand, I only did what I thought was right.
Oh, Pope. Burger, honey.
I may never eat anything ever again.
You know, you should have told Ruth the truth.
It would. You know what she told me? She's gonna kidnap him.
Well, can you blame her?
No, I don't blame her. She has a right to be scared, but Myrtle, I gotta think of myself.
Yeah, but Ruth doesn't have to think of you.
Well, still, it wouldn't hurt her to have talked to Phoebe. This Glamorama's the first chance I've ever had in my life to make something out of myself, Myrtle, and I've worked so hard for it. Now, if everybody's going to boycott it, I don't...
Listen, don't get so upset. We'll figure out something.
Yeah, but people will stay away if Phoebe starts flapping her gums about Ray. You know what? I bet she could even sue me for, like, trying to sabotage the business or something. That money she gave me was only a loan. I bet I have to pay it back.
Well, listen, maybe you should approach her that way.
Oh, Myrtle, please, what am I going to say to her? I had to hire Ray because I was afraid he was going to tell you that I was sleeping with your husband? This is a no-win situation.
I'll tell you something. I'm going to feel awful when I'm around Ruth, knowing what I know.
How do you think I felt? I had to go over there today and tell her that the man that raped her is going to be staying in this town because I... Please go tell everybody else in Pine Valley that it's okay.
But she wouldn't do that in a million years. Would you?
I don't know. I might.
Oh, come off it. Oh, well, don't try to con me.
Don't you think he deserves a break?
Yourself, do you really believe he's changed?
Well, I know he hasn't changed the way he feels about himself. It's like he's got a grudge against the whole world, Myrtle. He's always felt he got the short end of the stick ever since he was a kid.
Well, that don't sound to me like someone who's rehabilitated.
But it doesn't sound like somebody who might hurt somebody, does it?
Oh, but you are simply trying to convince yourself because this beauty parlor means so much to you. Now, you've got to remember that Ray Gardner blackmailed you to get this job. And what makes you think he's going to stop there?
What do you mean?
Well, you know what he's like. He's capable of much worse than blackmail.
Yeah, but he's like a rat, Myrtle. You don't you corner him. He doesn't get violent unless someone provokes him.
Yeah, what you're saying is don't cross him.
Yeah, that's right. Boy, if you do, heaven help you. That guy's got the memory of an elephant. He forgets nothing, Myrtle, and he forgives even less.
Ruth, you haven't thought this thing through. Kate, I have never given more thought to anything.
But to go out and buy a pistol?
To protect my family.
But Ruth, you've always hated guns. You wouldn't have one in the house.
I still hate them, Kate. And I don't believe in having them in the house. But I also don't believe in leaving myself helpless and totally vulnerable to a man like Ray Gardner.
Now, Ruth, just quiet down. You can't be sure that he's going to stay in Pine Valley.
I just finished telling you he has a job. Now, obviously, he has something on Opal, or she never would have hired him.
Maybe she believes he really has changed.
Oh, no. She's as frightened of him as I am.
Well, what in the world could he hold over her head?
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. All I know, if he tries anything with my family, I am going to be ready for him.
Honey, what about Joey? You know how dangerous it is to have a gun in a house with a child.
Well, I mean, I'll hide the gun. He doesn't have to know it's here.
Have you forgotten that Charlie found his father's gun?
Well, that was because he knew where it was kept.
No, he didn't. He went looking for it.
Look, Charlie knew that his father was a policeman. I mean, there's no reason for Joey to even think that there'd be a gun in the house.
Ruth, have you spoken to Joe about this?
No, I haven't. I know that he'll be against it, and I don't care.
Well, my dear, I don't approve, and I will not pretend to.
I'm very sorry that you feel that way. But after all, you know, you aren't the one who was raped by that man.
Oh, Ruth, dear
Don't you
girl.
see, don't you see, don't you see? Don't you see that the reason he is here is to get back at me for having put him in jail? I mean, he would kill us all if he could.
Ruth, you have got to stop thinking this way.
Why? When it's true. I'm not going to sit here night after night wondering if he's lurking around out there someplace, just waiting for a chance to make good his threat.
Tell me something honestly, will you? My dear, do you really think you could use that gun? That you could pull the trigger at Ray Gardner?
Oh, yes, I could. I could kill him just as easily as I could look at him. And I would never have a single regret. Not one.
job.
Oh, I can't worry about that right now, Mrs. Gonzalez.
But it's your big chance to be a model.
Look, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters now except Jesse.
But how could you help him?
I don't know. I can make that girl drop these charges.
How you gonna do that?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I just know she hates Jesse, Mrs. Gonzalez. She hates me, too. That's why she's doing it. Because he was trying to protect me. That's why.
Is she the one to make you leave Pine Valley?
Yeah. Because she wanted my boyfriend, and she's got to know. But she's not going to hurt Jesse. I won't let her.
Oh, you're such a nice girl, a nice friend.
Well, it's because I love Jesse. He's like family to me, Mrs. Gonzalez. He's been there every time I needed him.
Yeah,
I'll be there for him now.
Yeah, I understand that.
Look, Mrs. Gonzalez, do me a favor and call Miss Ollinger, okay? Tell her that I had an emergency. I had to leave town for like just a day or two, and I'll be back before a show, okay?
Okay. I will call her. But what about your boyfriend? What if you run, into him?
I don't know. I'll just try not to.
Well, what about if some people see you over there and tell them that you were there?
Mrs. Gonzalez, I have to take that chance. I have to help Jesse right now. He's the most important person in my life right now.
Tomorrow, Milwaukee and California launch the Battle of the Big Bats when the Brewers face the Angels in game number 1 of the American League Championship Series. Dorian faces the anger of the Blood Moon Killer. Watch One Life to Live following an ABC News brief next.